Alibata. Again, Mrs. Gandhi had a good relation with the Russians. So with that, they offered help in launching a satellite, Indian satellite. And the satellite, if it is built here, Professor Rao took on the challenge. He has put a team together at Peenya Estate.
Okay.
And then they have made a satellite. And some of the components and technology came from Russia. But still, we made it happen. In 1974, we made the first launch of a satellite using the Russian launch vehicle. Yeah. The second one was a Bhaskara, which again had a remote sensing and so on. And when we had this idea, we wanted to see how it can be further developed. That is what has put the foundation for our Earth observation satellites.
Okay.
The IRS series of satellites.
Okay.
Parallelly, Dr. Sarabhai time itself, it was initiated. He saw the potential of using the space technology for communication in a big way. NASA chief was very close front office. So they have agreed that one of the experimental satellites we built by NASA is called ATSF. That was, they agreed to lend to us for a year. So it could be brought over India and used for experiment. His time itself, the contract was signed. But it took place in 74, 75 time frame. What we have conceived at the time is very, very unique. It was beaming programs to the central part of India, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, So those several villages, about 1,000 villages were connected together. And they were, the television programs are beamed directly to that. So you have an antenna which is placed on the ground, which will receive directly, and there's a television there. Yeah. In villages, there's not even electricity. So the solar panel which is used for the satellites, similar technology was used for solar energy. Okay. So you can see in 70s itself, we have wetted our hands in solar power, storage batteries, television, which was not there in the country at all. All those put together. And again, for program production, there is a very unique setup.
Okay.
We didn't go to any film industry or any professionals. There are some amateurs that came forward, and they collected group of people from the villages.
Okay.
All programs were made by the village artists. So it will convince them. When you talk about hygiene or you should stop the drinking habits, etc., or give some advice on agriculture, when a local man says, the people will absorb that and relate to that. Again, adult literacy program. Yeah. That is part of this experiment.
Exercise.
So it is called a satellite instructional television program. Yeah. And it's something which was unique that time. Yes. It is otherwise dream which just came and which we could realize in the 70s period. Yes. That's something which. And of course, parallelly we were thinking how to have our own communication satellites. And again, some preliminary research were made here. But we found that many of the technologies we didn't have. So there was a decision made that we will have the satellite made in USA against global competition. Ford Aerospace was selected. Okay. The INSAT series of satellites were made by them. That's actually, again, a very unique type of thing. Mostly the satellites are used for communication those days. Earth observation, there will be another set of satellites. And the TV broadcasting may be another set. So three type of functions. But we decided to combine all the three into one. Okay. So it's again a unique experiment. And yes, the first satellite was launched. But of course, it had lived only for about 6 months or something like that. There was some technical problem. But second satellite, again, for a longer lifetime. But third and fourth has served a full lifetime. Yeah. All these 4 satellites were built abroad. Out of that, 2 satellites were launched by what is called a Delta launch vehicle. That was a workhorse launch vehicle at USA.
USA, okay.
Then the third one was supposed to go on-board space shuttle.
Okay.
So the spacecraft will be carried in the space shuttle, and from there you make a launch.
Okay.
So there 2 of our scientists from here were selected for that, going as engineers in that. One Mr. Radhakrishnan, P. Radhakrishnan, he's in Trivandrum, and then one Mr. Bhatt, he was in the Bangalore. These 2 people were selected and trained, etc.
Okay.
Then only that space shuttle accident takes place. So they grounded the whole thing.
But do they have this practice of launching satellites from space shuttles?
They used to do, the Americans used to do that, and we have agreed this satellite will be carried on board there. But unfortunately, this way,
Accident.
Then afterwards, we had to find an alternative. So we turned towards Europe, the Ariane launch vehicle was there, and that we used that. Then subsequent, of course, before that itself, we made a communication satellite. Before the forward space, we made an experimental satellite which could be launched again jointly with the French. The French people were developing the Ariane space launch vehicle. So for that, they initial launches, no commercial launches did not go there. So they offered us, we will give you an opportunity, build a spacecraft from it. So we built a spacecraft and launched using that. That is the first satellite we built in India.
In India, okay.
Subsequently, the second generation satellite of INSAT series. That were designed and built at Bangalore itself. And INSAT 3 and now the INSAT 4 series.
Which is still in service.
Yes. So those are unique. Of course, initially we started with a 3-in-1 type of concept. But later when the demand grew, the number of channels which is required for television is so huge. And similarly, the communication transponders also. So it is separated. We launched an exclusive weather satellite. And it was named after Kalpana Chawla, our Indian-born astronaut who lost life in the space shuttle. So after that, subsequently 2 more satellites of that class. So all the observation of the cyclone, the weather phenomena, etc., is carried out by using the satellite.
Which was this year, sir? The weather satellite first one?
That was in 98 also.
98, okay.
Exact number you.
Yes. I'll check.